August of 1989, Aztec 483 at Papa was flying over Lake Tahoe about 4,000 feet above the lake. The skies were calm and sunny, and witnesses described the plane entering the water near vertical dive in a non-spin configuration, and both the passenger and pilot were killed on impact. They were actually my parents.
Great story, and it's a very touching one, and and thank you for being so generous with us, so we can all learn from that. For you, what's a takeaway that you could really share with in an industry who's perhaps there is a opportunity for a lot of safety items, and what's your takeaway with that? That we can give us, so we can learn from that in regards with you dealing with attorneys, dealing with the trauma of all the stuff went on. So tell us about that.
Yeah, I think first of all, you go through an experience and you have a perception, and then if you keep your eyes open, you end up seeing other industries, other players, and how they address things, and I like to draw the parallels. I'm looking from one aviation incident to another group that I'm involved with in flying, and I realize, wow, these guys are so much better at something, and why? And as they may explain to you, I was fascinated with a lot more than my role. It was much more about how planes got fixed and how that got done correctly, and so I started to study another group. And I think many times if something isn't working well, one of the best pieces of advice is to go out of industry and look for others who are doing something analogous and take from them. Well, there's actually a lot of bang for the buck, and it's not just that you have safer you have more safety, because people like working in environments that are very predictable and safe. It's a very rewarding experience to know it's going to go well. And when it really runs well, you don't have to spend time worrying about a lot of the details that lesser systems would have to concern themselves over, so you get a good outcome. This free time turns into a resource. I mean, you have free time to focus on the future, to focus on things that are threats, or whatever it might be. But that is not understood by people who haven't gone down the quality safety path for improving a system.
So actually, the safety implication is not just to be safe. It really opens up the morale of the people who are doing the job, your employees, and then the safety, security, and awareness. And what else can you do that you cannot be doing? You as you were saying, and in some of our speeches, they begin to look around and says, what is missing that I'm not noticing now?
Yeah.
It's like a continuous improvement after that too.
No, it's very true. And then the employee ownership. I mean, people who are involved in something that they're not proud of, they really don't want to go to work. They're going to use their sick days and so on. And people who have a vested interest say, we're doing a great job, we're doing better than anybody else, and this is a good place. And they know they're doing the right thing, because they're doing it right the first time, and they're delivering a product that's better than everybody else's. So you got the employee buy-in and their morale and their support for your services. As Sean was talking earlier today, I mean, that's real. We've lived that. And then it's very demoralizing to have near misses. They may not make the newspaper, but things that almost result in it's like walking on a tightrope and almost falling off. And that is extremely destructive. And it costs money, because every time that happens, there may be some internal kind of like, oh, we got to investigate this, and what were you doing then, and then all the paperwork. And it is added value, but it's with a lot of pain, and it's a lot of trepidation. So when you get to a level where all those things are worked out, it's kind of a nirvana compared to being in the other place.
To learn more about VeriFacts and what we are up to, please check our website or Facebook, and we'd love to share with you about what really happened in our symposium and the difference that our speakers and our audience brought to the industry. Thank you.